What now? With pleasure.
Get it together, Chief.
Ah!
Traps. How considerate.
At the ready.
What to do?
Where am I needed?
All right. What now?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
How delicious.
Watch Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Let's get going.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know. Stone Lord. He'll sort this. He'll get him.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Please, help
Stop fretting. Sit still this time to stop them. Fascinating. Our readers will be outraged.
Material. Won't help us. At least let the children in.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind. Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General.
Hi! Well, maybe a spear is... You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? I don't know about wands. But everything Master Gildra forges is magic. He's a master craftsman. See for yourself. Want more? Want less? Want...
What do you remember Remember, eye color, hairstyle, accent, anything. I don't care how big they were. I'll give
We're not getting past that checkpoint without
Never thought I'd feel sorry for a
Said you do whatever it takes.
Stay out there.
Before I saw the giant little monsters guarding the checkpoint.
And the gods don't give a damn. What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
to me.
At least we
Why
have a
don't you
bed.
find a different delivery
this
service?
whole situation stinks.
Stamping us into the dirt.
Guild robbers are usually decent enough folks. They take your gold, but they leave your goods
That's what they
intact.
call a monopoly.
Well,
Really?
this time they weren't
The
feeling
cops on
polite.
our doorstep, and you want to talk about bread?
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant little monsters.
I'm sure you let us turn up.
What's the worst
Have
that can happen?
patience. You're the one who took a
A
beating.
few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Something to do with me about invaders.
Let the thugs get away with this.
Scaredy cat. They can get away with whatever they like.
I've packed bags for myself and the kids.
What do you
There's no
remember?
point arguing with
I
the
don't
guards.
have
What did the
accent,
postmaster
anything.
say?
Past that checkpoint.
Danzo, isn't it?
You promised you'd get us inside the city.
I don't care
Said
how
you'd do
big they
whatever it
are.
takes.
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Before I saw the giant little monsters guarding the
Throw a
checkpoint.
fit when there's no hot water.
Actually, the pigeons do the delivery.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be a good time to clarify if that someone is you.
What's the worst that can happen if we
There's a pickpocket operating nearby. You feel the arrow of suspicion pointing your way.
Instead of complaining,
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
praying.
At least we'd have a bed.
And the gods don't give
Worst
a damn
that can
about us.
happen is one of those
This
steel
whole
watchers
situation
stamping us into the
stinks.
dirt.
Guild robbers are usually decent
scaredy
enough
cat.
folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
Recipe I gave you.
There's no point arguing with the guards.
On our doorstep.
We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us
I'm sure
inside
you'd
the
let us
city.
return up.
Said you'd do whatever it
Have
takes.
patience.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
The thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before things get out of hand. You've been given the benefit of the doubt this time. But
Is that blood?
They take your gold, but they leave your goods intact. Pass that check.
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off. Well, the shopkeeper can tell.
It's locked from the other side. Wonder where it leads.
Please, keep bothering me. I've no work. Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith, the shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
Pieces of your body. Why don't you take your complaints to them?
That's an excellent idea. We should go straight to the source.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
Can't talk.
before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
What? No! I've had so little time!
I'm ready.
worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in?
What's the plan? Refugees traveling alone. Or any stupid.
Careful, I bite.
Phrases found only in the most exotic of plays. Dribbles it. Behold! A Kabi's.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Keep a blade close. Let's crack it open.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
B. Gardenson gave her life protecting fellow refugees. May the one who endures shelter her.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck? Even better. They aren't picky about things like working from home. I'd hurry if...
This.
Do not.
What's the harm in one night? I think
My papers to enter the city.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Those machines will form a circle around the city as soon as the fight is over. Mark my words.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, I'll become a postmaster, Danzo.
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, a personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. I suppose there's no harm in you taking a look. Here's something to get you started. Bring me the letter.
Pigeons are very they can't fly straight.
The pigeon carries itself with an air of dignity, its mannerisms stern and You bow low and graciously. The pigeon avoids your outstretched hand. The bird coos its approval. Yet you noticed it flinched at the sight of your hand. The bird stares up.
I suppose you've stumbled across much appreciated.
scraps for days.
Fascinating.
Outraged.
There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without...
I should send you back to the fish pits, oyster boy.
I'm still learning. There's so much to do.
That'll make a great headline.
Hear me.
Teresa's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in the
Haven't even got inside yet.
Inside.
And they're brilliant.
Well, they're targeting modules.
Yes, darling, it's very
Lying.
leather-like.
Did you see how far that watch?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job.
Madman. This armor was such a bargain.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Stop. Inhale through the nose. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? What can I do for you, sir? The wood paneling cost a fortune. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each.
You're absolutely sure? Oh, for the first time.
They crush him.
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar. I know.
Has the most fabulous scent.
Well, they're targeting modules.
Let the man breathe. That watcher said was flying.
Did you see
You
how
told
far
me
that
the
watch
armor was a bargain.
It was. But good armor is hard to find.
Believe you tried to climb up one, you madman.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about...
All animals must be trained.
I told you you should have added pictures.
Go on then. You still can't. Every 10 day. Oh, you? I know you.
How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Oh, it's not out yet. But any of the gazetteers can sell you a copy when it's printed. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. I bet you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day. I'm afraid your piece hasn't gone to print yet, my sweet. Patience.
The pair of you, just be ready to leave when the time comes, or preferably before.
Come on, child. I know you're hurting, but it won't bring her back, will it?
I know. I just don't want to lose anyone else, right?
In one place, we've come this far, haven't we? Whatever happens, we're right here with you.
I hope so. I really do. Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute can't be more than a few days away.
We're such a misery control here now, aren't we? Now they've got city walls and steel watchers to get through.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes. I just went somewhere feeling damn near busted her skull. I didn't see her in trouble.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Greetings. You have come far, I perceive. I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace here, I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares. Greetings, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive.
Very, very quiet. A very penetrable pocket. Thank you. What a generous pocket. A little souvenir. Don't mind if I...
A criminal act is being investigated. You might want to explain the extent of your involvement.
That's gonna pass. Bless the oblivious.
Caught in the act. Your touch isn't as light as you'd hoped. crime's been committed, and this guard's decided to investigate. Investigate you, to be specific. You'll walk free. Crime's been committed, and this guard's decided to investigate. Investigate you, to be specific. You've been given...
Welcome back. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Crimes being investigated in this area. You appear to be the prime suspect. The situation is quickly...
Can't give up now.
The history of the city itself is captured in the archives here. Fascinating resource.
Children of the gate. And
You two must submit to Lord Gortash. If you are...
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Submit!
These and people complain.
Salvation!
Boy!
You ever heard of this many guards?
This.
If the steep.
People don't always know their own minds.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash. There's several.
I'm grateful to be here.
Why would they go to all that effort just to lie to us?
It's obvious, isn't it?
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edward. No.
You should start your own opinion. I was joking. You really...
Do not worry, and I don't.
It might seem a bit ramshackle, but this place is a boast-worthy bar.
Bar is only as good as its cellars, which have been...
This is a...
Look now.
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a...
That's the point. Both are.
A charm, of course. A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
Bare hands.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Are many children old enough? If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. A little less impressive as revelations go. You'll forgive the spying, I hope. The Guild keeps watch for anyone of interest passing through our gates. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? Bottom-feeding bruisers, I think you... But it takes thugs to keep order outside the walls. The Fist only go there for good, lawless. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. You have? But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You'll find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. I was planning to soften you up a bit first, but... straight to business then. You've been seen with a certain Harper. Grey of hair, somewhat spiky of manner. We're practically sisters. So much so, I even stopped trying to have her killed a few years back. I need to speak with her. She's still getting the lay of the land, I expect. I have information that might help with that. So, remind her to pay an old friend a visit, would you? I live to serve. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet it soon enough. We don't. The Zentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall at all, but times change. The Guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing in. I could bore you with the details, because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't... Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Right. Well... knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on. Ha! Orin's faceless try to pierce my ranks when the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. The Guild isn't any one, but it's not the Watch. If we take a little tribute in return or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one. The Watch, the Council, but the Guild is the blood. We'll be the ones still holding the gate when all those others have...
Well, are we ready for the road once more? Ah, I know what she speaks of. Tell me, what
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, and the last time I saw him, I left him to... Before we ever heard of this, what we found was the first dark seed of this. We might have ended it there. Cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes, so don't be infection, but it has not been yours. As simple. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without... Nine Fingers King controls the guild, which in turn controls... Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear. How hospitable she will be to a harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first. At your command.
Knife.
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. Thinking about moving in? I have some love.
We won't tax your hospitality.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal time. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city? Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Aye, I considered that. But there's a pattern to his strikes. An intent. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I see no Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. I don't let trust tie my hands. That's why I sit in this very fine office. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose two of its heroes in one day.